Shalom. 1 second. I had my head covered. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Yahshua scattered, pushing this word in truth, in sincerity, diligently, and vigilantly doing so, right? Especially in this time more than so in any other. All right. Shalom to the women, to the children who watch and who learn as well. All right. And I'm going to start off this video. All right. Pretty much with an alert. Okay. An alert that's going around about individuals doing silly things, silly shit. All right. um and that's been the thing since we've been in this truth. You always get these fake pages. All right. Individuals who pop up with fake pages, they have weird way out avatars. you know uh and so the latest one, Slovakia. And so the latest one is GMS, um, GMS Somalia. Okay, Somalia. GMS Somalia. All right. And I haven't seen the GMS Somalia video. All right. Um, but um, you know, the person on the video is supposedly saying some things, that he has no business saying. All right. Or doing some things he has no business doing. All right. And so, the person was never a part of GMS. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have Israelites that are in Somalia. Okay, but we're not saying that you don't have Israelites who you know who live in Somalia, right? Israelites are everywhere. Okay, they're all around the world. Okay, it's just the fact that this individual, GMS Somalia, is not a part of or never was a part of GMS. Okay, and there's a scripture. Uh, I don't have any scriptures ready for this video because I was actually doing some research, but I'll get a scripture real quick. I hope that stays up. So I gotta find that information back again. Okay. Give me 1 second. Like I said, I didn't have anything prepared for that video. All right, for this video. right, this is John. All right, uh, 10:1. John 10:1 says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, okay, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber." Okay? And so, you know, a lot of individuals come into this thing, they, uh, this individual, GMS, Somalia, okay? And, no one knows this guy, all right? He didn't come in by the door into the sheepfold, all right? He came up some other way, and he's using deception, all right, and he's coming with a doctrine that is not taught by a great millstone, okay. uh, you know Now, however whatever he's practicing, he's practicing, he has the freedom to practice it where he lives, all right. um and we don't um we don't teach that, all right. We don't teach that, never have, never will, all right. And so everyone is coming up, doing a video speaking out, okay, about this individual who has who is not part of GMS and has snuck in, has GMS on his name, spreading this spreading bad information, all right, which is not of the doctrine, all right. So but the scriptures say that ultimately that's going to happen, that's going to take place. There's things that we go through, and the Lord is preparing us for things that are coming, are going to come down the pipe, all right. Now we're going through things, or in your everyday life, you may go through something and it may be very hard, very hard, very hard to you to understand, to grasp. But that situation, okay, is only preparing you for the same situation, okay, that may be as great, or it could be not as great, but you're being prepared for tough situations in the future, okay. With a lot of the things that we go through, all right. A lot of individuals, they can't stand being alone, all right. And that's one of the things of this truth, man. Solitary, being solitary, man. Okay, that's a part of being, of being a warrior. Okay, some people, they talk about the woman, all right, and there are gonna be trials, okay, and you may try to say some things to the woman and, threaten her, okay? Oh, you better get right, And maybe she will, maybe she won't. All right. But if she don't, there's men who have, been going through it so that they are able to take, such a letdown. And there are men who won't, okay? Your children will, be a um a choice, okay? Would come down, you know, to making a decision whether you're going to choose your children, your wife, your family, it could be your mother, your father, or you're gonna choose the path that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has set for you. Okay? And so again, GMS Somalia is not a part of GMS. Okay? And so I wanted to get on a timepiece, really, okay? You have a lot of Jake talking shit, popping shit, okay, talking about they're tired of dealing with, is this all, Esau going into history, it's a couple of other things that they said. Is that all of what being a Hebrew Israelite is basically to this Hebrew Israelite awakening, all right? Knowing who Esau is. A lot of you niggas is popping shit, man, and you can't even get the basics. Okay? And then you wonder, you get confounded by by the old lady who teaches Sunday class. She confounds you. Okay? And the only reason that you stand a chance is because you're a younger man with stronger lungs. You just out yell, okay? You overtalk these people, all right? But for the most part, you're getting cut by an older, Sunday school teacher, man. A lot of you Israelites, and then you get mad and upset. Oh man, this is why I'm not a Hebrew Israelite no more. Because then you're mad at everybody else. You should be mad at yourself. There's a lot into these scriptures, man. Okay? Esau has, really put tried to dim the understanding of our history. All right? So anyway, I was just going into a timepiece because a lot of times people think that they watch movies and they may look at Egypt, they may look at the land of Israel, okay? Like you got a lot of these movies, everybody's walking around, pretty much looking dusty, wearing a dress, okay? You know, and that's not that's not how they dressed, and that's not how they carried themselves during those times. Okay? Places like Egypt, okay, Egypt and that region was very wealthy, okay, was very wealthy. During the time that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai went into Egypt, remember, his, father took them down into Egypt, and Egypt was very wealthy. Okay, you know, those parts, Egypt, North Africa. Okay, um, the kingdoms where we were taken from. You know, we weren't swinging from vines like Tarzan. All right, we weren't pouncing around in hood mutts. I said hood mutts and in mud huts. Okay, we weren't living in mud huts. Okay, so you need, a lot of you need to get that out of your head. You can't relate. You're letting Esau's lies, pretty much blind you, okay, from the richness of your heritage, okay. So in Egypt, you had Edomites, okay. You had Mark Antony, Cleopatra, the Ptolemies, all right. You had the Ptolemies, Mark Antony, Cleopatra, okay. Augustus, Caesar, okay. These people ruled over Egypt, okay. Now you had your dark skinned Egyptians who lived in the land, all right. You had your dark skinned Egyptians who lived in it, and the Egyptians had money. They were rich, okay. When Alexander went into Egypt, they didn't go into Egypt and with a fighting force, okay. Now wars broke out, like this war of Actium, broke out between the Edomites, okay, in that region. Okay, that's documented in the scriptures, all right. Part of the prophecies. But Egypt and Rome, okay, they were doing trade, man. All right, those Nubians, all right. These people, they had money, okay, and they traded with the Romans, okay, and in part of their trade, the Romans were the military muscle for a lot of these people, okay, just like the U.S. is. That's why America is compared to Rome, okay, that beast that had that wound and did live, okay. Because America is behaving just like ancient Rome, okay. It is ancient Rome, okay. And so let me see. Augustus, okay. Why were the Egyptians and Romans at war with each other for so long in the ancient world, i.e. before Arab conquest? See? So, you have these Arabs who try to play dumb. Okay, now they're trying to play dumb, you know, like you didn't have like the Egyptians weren't these very dark skinned people, like they weren't Ham. All right. You Arabs came into that region later on down the line. All right. But this is Motaz, all right. MBA in finance. So, this person has some alphabets, all right. And MBA in finance and economics. Says they weren't at war. Egypt and Rome were huge trading partners. Towards the end of the Ptolemies, the Roman had strong influence on Egyptian politics. Even though Egypt was rich, not of match to the Roman military power. Yeah, see, so the Lord, okay, Yahweh Shai, they were well off. Okay. And you had Jews that were in Egypt as well. Okay. And these were dark skinned Jews. Okay. These weren't okay. Uh, how Esau, come with the bullshit. Oh, they were olive colored. Okay. Nobody walking around green. Okay. Fatigue face. Okay. So they were the black olive color. Okay. Oh, look at this down here. Okay. It says, how do you prove the ancient Egyptians were black? Okay, there's no such thing as black. All right. In the ancient Egyptians, they were brown skinned people. Okay, the way that you prove it, okay, is that is a providence of one of the sons of Ham. Okay, Mitzrayim. All right. It says both nations experienced civil wars with different sides. In Egypt, aligning with the rival side in Rome. Okay, the Battle of Actium, where Rome conquered Egypt, was between an Egyptian queen, and she wasn't an Egyptian queen; she was an Edomite. Okay, Cleopatra, Mark Antony, those were Edomites. Okay. And another Roman general. Even before the Battle of Actium, Julius Caesar wrote about his dismay of finding many Roman soldiers fighting on the Egypt side when he was trying to impose peace agreements between the rival side of Ptolemaic dynasty. All right. So these Ptolemies, they were Edomites as well. They came in under Julius. Okay. He was concerned that a civil war in Egypt will disrupt the flow of grains to the Roman Empire. All right. And so that's what Egypt, remember, Joseph, all right, was over Egypt, and he made Egypt rich. Okay. And Egypt became the bread basket. All right. In short, that was only one major battle between Egypt and Rome, with Romans fighting in the opposing sides. From very early on, Egypt was no match to Roman military might. Okay. And so yeah, wars, was pretty much primitive, okay? And but Esau, that he had an appetite for destruction. All right? As he does to this day. All right? It's not a war, he just has an appetite for destruction. All right? So anyway, I just wanted to do just a timepiece, okay? Because yeah, man, this truth is deep, man. Okay? People, listen, they be listening to the scriptures, and when you listen, and going into the history, you have to put yourself in that time period. Okay? You have to know about that time period. What was it like? Put yourself in their shoes, around, see what was going on around them. All right? You just read and and you got cars. You're not into the scriptures, man. You drive, you seeing cars and planes. Okay, you don't understand the necessity of walking through the desert, okay, with scorpions and coyotes. You don't understand that dynamic. And then you watch a movie and then you see everybody with a bathrobe on, all right, looking dusty and ashy. No, man. Okay, that's not how it was. That's Esau's rendition, and he pretty much does a good rendition, all right, but he doesn't go into he doesn't have a vision. He doesn't see the pump, all right, that these other nations outside of Rome were in. Okay, the Egyptians, the Romans mimicked the Egyptians. Okay, that's how fly, okay, if you would, the Egyptians were. That and you see the Romans, the Romans were in their red, their crimson, okay, the Edomite color, okay. But the Egyptians, displayed advancements in dyes and colors as well. Okay, those were important dyes. Okay, colors like purple and different colors. So anyway, I just wanted to just speak on this this timepiece, and Lord willing, you are edified. Till next time, Shalom.